All right, and we are back. Are we ready for fight night?
Yes.
All right. So Seward leads you guys over. Let me go ahead and just like move you guys like over to like the middle area there. And he like gets up on the table and says, "All right, laddies, it's time for fight night. You know the rules. We play ladder match here. Winner gets to take on old Seward and Barnacle Bart." So, let's take a look at our list here. We got, let's see. You, and he points to one of the merfolk at the table that Moa's had to begin with. And, Mr. Dwarf, you're from, where are you from, laddie?
Volunda.
Oh, mining settlement close to Mordor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and just by looking at you, you got your sea legs, don't you, laddie?
Yes, I was a sailor for them.
Oh, big respect from the Barnacle Express. And he, like, Seward, like, does the, like, let's hear some noise, like, gesture, and everyone's, like, clapping for you, Brock. Alrighty then. Let's get it started. You two go ahead and get up on the stage. You fellers can come on off. And the two people on stage get off. And Brock moves up there. And the fella comes right there. And are you ready for the first the first fight of the section?
Yep.
Alright, let's go ahead and begin combat. If you'll go ahead and join.
Great start.
I mean, there's only two of you, so one of you is gonna get last.
But it's a nat 1.
It isn't that one. It's a
You have
bad sign.
disadvantage now.
You're getting all your bad rolls out now. This other guy, he's gonna roll 20 here, but it's not gonna matter.
Their full like name of the enemy is Barnacle Express Brawler, but I don't want you guys to have to like type that out every single time, so I just call him Fighter 1.
Okay.
F1.
Alright, it is his turn. He walks up and he like holds his fist at you to fist bump him. Do you do it?
Yes, I do.
And as you tap, he looks at you and says, let's have a good fight, laddie. I promise I won't hurt you too hard. Don't hold back on me, though. I can take a hit.
Brock, give him a
Alright.
slap!
We'll see about that.
And he, like, as he's talking, he's wheeling, like, he's doing the, like, rolling the arms for a punch. And he throws it right at you. You feel the impact of the blow hit you right in the chest, and it knocks you back a little bit. And he like does the come at me like with both hands. All right, laddie, show me what you got. And
Alright, so
Seward's
this unarmed strike, right?
Yeah, Seward's in the back going, "That's one hit for old Bill." All right. And do you want to explain your attack?
Yeah, so he's kind of like as soon as his fist like leaves mine, I'm just kind of like jab like towards the ground and then kind of up for
I gotcha.
yeah.
He stumbles back.
And then I'll just
back a
kind
little bit.
of yeah. And that's my attack.
Oh, you got an arm on you, laddie. And then Seward's in the back like, "That's one for Mr. Dwarf over here."
Get him, Brock!
And he wheels up and he just runs straight up and tries to hit you in the face again. But he misses. The first punch that you connected with him really like disoriented him. So he just wildly just swings toward you and misses like by a huge amount because he's trying to like level like your height because he's used to fighting like shorter like opponents.
Get a win for us short guys!
And as you go to hit him back, he's still stumbling from that first punch. It did a number on him. And as he's backing up, you try and punch him again, but he kind of like falls back a little bit, and you just graze past him. And as he like reels back, he comes back in and absolutely slams his fist down on the top of your head, knocking you to the floor. You're now sprawled out on the floor as he after he hits you over the head. It makes a big loud metal ding because he hit your helmet, and he's like shaking his arm. Oh, that was a bad idea. In the back, you can hear Seward go, "That's 2 for Bill." It's now your turn.
I'm gonna try to like really quickly. I'm gonna try to really quickly get up and like in one motion just do kind of like a upper punch again.
Right, yeah. And you clock him right in the face, and he goes. His head comes like reeling back, but he seems to have gotten his footing. And as he gets knocked back, he takes both of his hands and like curls them up into fist. And as he comes back, he's gonna reel forward, like Mongolian chop you on the head.
Brock has to fight the karate instructor.
And he hits this last hit. Oh wait, actually he misses. Sorry.
missed.
Yeah.
I misread that. Sorry. And you just duck underneath it as it goes. He is wide open. Your next attack has advantage because he overextended and threw his arms forward.
Yeah, I'm just gonna duck under that and just do a quick jab.
All right, go for it. All right, and you clock him in the face, and he goes down onto his knees. And after a moment, he gets up, walks over, he pats you on the shoulder and gives you a hug. He says, that was a good fight, mate. You're gonna go far in this ring. And he steps off stage. And Seward's in the back
a good fight indeed.
And after that, he walks off stage back to his seat, and you can see that Bart goes over and gives him a drink, and he gives you one as well. Do you drink it?
Yes, I do.
All right, I would take a long rest. The drink has properties as if you got a long rest.
Yeah.
All right, Seward says as he looks about. Oh, it's time for a tag team match now. We like to go back and forth. Didn't have too many sign-ups this time around. Guess you folks wanted the newcomers to get a little bit of the action. Let's see here. We got Short Stack, and Seward points down at Bug, who's right beside him, and the other little fella, and he points at Ambrose. And let's see, we got we got the Urchin Brothers, and he points over to the table in the back with the two merfolk that are closest to the bar, and they get up and come on stage.
Oh no, we have to fight the Urchin Brothers! That's wild! Okay, can I huddle in with Ambrose a little bit, like it's a football match?
Mm-hmm.
So, Ambrose, I got a plan!
Yeah.
So I don't know how many rounds of this there is, but if things get bad, I'm gonna fall on the ground and cry. If I do that, you just go in there and start wailing, because they're not gonna be paying attention to you, because I can cry real well. But I can only cry once, because I'm not crying more than once a day. I don't do that anymore.
Sounds splendid.
Let's get him!
Alright, before they fight, can Drogo say something to Seward real quick?
Yep, sure, go for it.
Alright, Drogo's gonna be like, hey, I know I didn't sign up, but mind if I get in on this? This looks pretty sick.
Oh, yeah, laddie. Let me check my roster. And he's looking at the roster. Oh, there isn't really a spot left here. Tell you what, laddie. How about you join me? I'll be your tag team partner.
Alright, that sounds great, mate.
Alright, cool. Looks like we'll be going up against the winner of this next fight here.
Oh, lovely.
Alright, let's give him a warm hand and wish him a good match. And with that, we will start the next fight. If you would like to join combat.
Ooh,
Yeah!
might want to start crying now.
We got this! Listen, Ambrose, I'm not worried. We're fighting some urchins.
Another nat one.
Okay, I know which one I'm picking.
So, which one's Fighter 1, which one's Fighter 2 here?
Fighter 1 is directly in front of Ambrose. Fighter 2 is directly in front of you.
Alrighty.
It is now Ambrose's turn.
Ambrose is going to approach Fighter 1. And he is going to come in with a straight punch. Fighter. And immediately after, he's going to do Fury of Blows.
All right. How many attacks does that give you?
2.
All right, go for it.
Get him, Ambrose!
All right.
Get him! Yeah!
So as he like goes in to give you the fist bump, you absolutely just you didn't let me do that yet. As he walks up to you to give you the fist bump to like say, "Hey, I hope you have a good match." He's smiling at you as he reaches his hand out. You run up and you just clock him in the face 3 times and knock him to the floor.
God.
He is
Ambrose,
out.
that was a little unfortunately.
He's out cold on the floor, and like everyone else is just silent as they look at you. And
Brock is gonna clap.
Seward just kind of looks at you and says, Urchin, he's out. Wow. Next. And it moves on. It is now Fighter 2's turn. And after
My bad. Actually, I meant to do that. No mercy.
Yeah, no mercy!
After watching his brother get knocked unconscious, his arm also halfway out to fist bumping Bug, he kind of pulls it back a little bit.
Yeah, let's fist bump, man!
And he just slowly reaches his fist out to you to fist bump him. Do you fist bump him?
Yeah, I fist bump him.
Yeah, you go, buddy. Yeah, this is gonna be a fair fight.
He looks at his brother unconscious on the ground, and he just turns to you and nods a little. And he's gonna just, like, calmly walk him and try and just... He's scared. He's, like, lightly swinging at you.
Let's do it, bud. Come on, right here. Ah!
And he just... It almost feels like a pillow, just like gently tapping your face. Is like, even though it hits you hard, to him it's just like this tiny little that's not supposed to like hurt you, but it makes you go back a little bit. And he he backs up a bit with his fist ready. It is now your turn.
Alrighty.
Bug's gonna shift over by Ambrose, and he's feeling ready because kobold wise and all. He gets pack tactics from this. He knows he's covered here, and so he's gonna go in for a punch.
All right, go for it.
Huh? It was in my I have unarmed strikes in my extra attacks. I guess 1 second.
The attack with severed head.
No, not attack. I think they're the same thing. Well, no, I think severed head does more damage.
It's fine. They have enough HP to take the hit if you want to do that instead. Unless you somehow manage to do like an ungodly amount of damage in one punch, you probably won't kill them. If you do, Oh, the knight's gonna take a turn for the worst. Alright, and as you... I'm gonna count that as an unarmed strike, just don't read severed head. As
Yeah,
you, go ahead and
that's what I
explain.
call my fist. That's what I call my fist. Bug, he feels ready. He's got his back kind of at Ambrose, and he does like the old timey like boxer thing where you have your two arms up.
Rolling
Because-
the arms.
Yeah, Bug is not a fist fighter. He's pretending that he is. He's trying to be confident. He goes, let me at him, and then he goes in, and then he's gonna like feign a punch to the head, but instead he just goes "Wah!" and whacks him on the thigh. Like open arm slaps him.
And he sort of stumbles back a little bit and raises himself, and the Super says, "One for the little lad." And it will now move back to.
He's knocked out.
Yeah, he is.
For all we know, he's
out.
dead. He's dead on the floor.
Ambrose gonna
Action, brother!
step over his unconscious body. Then I've like found a bunch of like moves, so they're not gonna mean much to you, but I'm gonna start using them. So
Yeah, go for
it will like. He's going to use threshing wheat, which is like a haymaker.
Oh, man.
Do it, man. I love descriptions like this.
Yeah, bros, get him! Yeah!
And then I'm
clock
going
him
to
in the
use-
face.
Another key point.
He's at 2, so you just need to hit one more to knock him out of the match.
All right.
I probably should have said
I'm
that.
at-
It's a combination of 3 hits. In tag,
Right.
Got this.
so you just need to hit it one more time.
If this last hit hits, it's also gonna push him backwards, because that's my open hand thing. I'm gonna push him backwards, knock him off the stage.
Alright. Oh
Critted.
my god.
So, I'm just going to like open hand, like smack him. There's like it's the anime like, and then
Yeah, I got you.
fling him backwards like 15 feet off the stage.
He goes flying off the stage with such force that he actually gets knocked onto the the barrel used as a chair there and falls over on the ground.
I'm gonna put my hands up and start celebrating.
And as you do so, Seward like motions over for Bartholomew, and he comes over there and gets them their drinks, and they're fine. Hey, that kid's got an arm on him. You think we can take him, young lad? And he turns and looks at Drogo, saying that.
I mean, depends. He's got a whole lot of monk training. I've known him for a bit.
Oh, that explains it. Funny monk man, yes.
Yeah.
We hear stories
Right,
about the old monks. A lot of respect for them, fellows. All right,
Yeah.
lad. You two are done. You can go get your drinks at the table. And he points to Bug and Ambrose that they can go and get a drink.
Yeah, Bug raises his loot a little bit before going off stage.
And you can take your long rest after drinking some more of the Cider of the Sea. I will end combat.
I hope the like names are good. I have a ton of them.
Oh, I love them already. Like, that first one's really good. And after a minute, Seward stands up on the stage. Alright, it's the main event you've been waiting for. I know you've been looking to see what? And he, like, does, like, the listening, have the hand out listening to the crowd. And they're like, Shattuck, 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 slam, Shattuck, slam. Yeah, I know what you want to hear. And I'll be taking this young lad with me. And he, like, puts his arms around Drogo's. Let's see what you can do, kid. And we're going up against the two lads who were just up here. Get on up here, boys. And he points to Ambrose and Bug. So you guys can go up on stage. Would you like a picture of Seward now that you have gotten a better look at him?
Sure, I'll
Yeah.
take a picture.
All right, I will post that picture for you.
I would like to size him up before I go and fight him.
Oh,
There he
Nice.
is. I found him.
okay. He seems to be a big
Sorry.
lad, a very, very big lad. He is almost twice your size.
We can take him.
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Most of the time.
Just give me a second. I'm finding the picture for you.
Alright, can you please delete that image from D&D?
Huh?
Please delete that.
What the GIF? Why?
Funny water.
Lol.
Thanks.
He kinda dripping
Yeah.
with seawater and with
Drips.
Dude, me and this guy got drip on.
I couldn't like how as you're looking at Seward, you can see that I know the picture isn't different, but that was the only like shark man I could find.
Mhm.
But he's
Works
wearing
well.
like a tank top, like a black like tank top on like jeans, and he's got like these big like biker-esque boots on. That's what he has, and he has a scar across like his left shoulder.
Ambrose, I think those boots were made for walking. Very dangerous.
Watch out for their tails, they can trip ya.
I have a tail too.
Wait,
And
you do?
with that, the start of the fight begins.
Lovely.
I can't even spell Seward.
Yeah.
He has his own stat block, so I will just do... Alright. And with that, the first part of this match begins. I should probably mention to you lads, it's a hit of 5 in this final match.
I'm gonna go bump his fist.
Oh, okay, yes. Ah, there you go, laddie. And he bumps fists with you. Good luck, you're quite a fighter. Let's see what you can do.
Thank you. Sorry for bashing that guy earlier. It's
Oh,
new
no.
custom for me.
Oh, it's fine, laddie. We're all having a little fun. He ain't hurt, aren't ya? And he turns into the Urchin brothers in the back, and they're all smiling and waving at you as they drink their drink.
While he's turned around, I'm gonna come up and punch him.
Alright, go for it.
I respect it.
Just fucking hit him in the kidneys while he's like talking to his friends.
Don't turn around when you're about to fight a monk.
Get him, Ambrose.
Oh, what's his in-fight name?
Seward
Seward. Gotta put that in quotes.
Shattered Seward.
That's not it.
I just gotta make sure I spell it right. Two
Yeah, I was
Ds.
just gonna copy and paste it.
And as, like, since his eyes are, like, further out on his head, like, you know, like a hammerhead shark, like, he can see,
Yeah.
like, from the sides, he sees the punch coming, and, like, without even missing a beat, as he's still, like, looking out into the crowd at his friends, he just kind of, like, pulls his head back as it goes flying by. Yar, you didn't let me finish. I was making sure they are alright, laddie. I can see you're excited, but come on now.
My bad. And then I'm going to attack him with Break Lion. Which is like a rolling punch
Yeah.
forward.
And the two crash into him, and, like, your fist hit him, but he doesn't move at all. He just looks at you. That's 2 for you, lad. Your punches don't seem to phase him at all. As he's just staring at you. Is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
It is now his turn.
Oh,
Quick as a flash, he's gone. Like, he is so fast that he's behind you, Ambrose. And
Wow.
he wraps his arms around your stomach. What time is it, lads? And the group all goes, Seward slam! And he proceeds to suplex you backwards, slamming your head onto the stage.
RKO!
I think it's awesome.
Did I try to escape?
I didn't realize we were fighting Randy Orton.
From what you can tell, his arms are so yeah, like that. His arms are so massive that you can't break out of them, it looks like. But as he slams you back, you like weasel your way out of his arms and you just roll onto the side. But as you like roll onto your side, you look at him and you see what he was planning to do. Like he would have slammed your head directly onto the stage, and since his head is flat, it landed like perfectly so as to not hurt him, but slam you directly onto the stage. And he just
Oh, this guy's great.
he picks himself up and says, "Oh, you're a squirmy little one, aren't you? Just like an eel. Don't worry, next time I'll make it count." And he
Oh,
backs
is
up.
he behind?
Yes, he is. Let me move him on the map for you. Yeah, like right about that.
Sorry, just doing some old kobold battle tactics.
It is now Bug's turn.
Bold words for someone in slapping rain. You ready for a whoop?
Drink it, young lad. I always like some competition.
Bug's gonna die by getting
We
RKO.
get crushed.
And we don't have humorous to do spare the dying.
She's just gonna break, but it's just gonna go straight through.
Neck cracks.
How many hits is that on him? That's his third hit, right? So he,
Yeah.
he has two more. Okay, I'm keeping track of that. Once again,
Slap there, bucko!
your slap hits him on the chest, and he just once again is not phased at all. He just looks at you. That's quite the arm. That's quite the arm you got on you, lad. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm used to usually using a small knife or something, but this is fine.
It is now
Alright.
Draco's turn.
Is Ambrose like prone right now?
He is not. He's
Ah,
gotten
alright.
up.
Alright, I'm just gonna get behind Ambrose because he's probably facing Stewart. I'm just gonna go with like a basic elbow to the back.
Do you have unarmed strike on your sheet, by the way?
I did. That's why I updated a bit earlier.
Okay, I gotcha. I hope you guys are liking this like mini game-esque thing.
Awesome.
Ready to rumble.
I literally spoke whatever.
And you absolutely nail him as the back as Ambrose is looking at Seward and how like massive he is. And the hit hits you so hard, Ambrose, that it knocks you off the stage.
Oh!
And Seward turns around and looks at you, Drogos, and goes, "Ah, that's quite an elbow you got on you. Didn't have to
Joker's gonna,
did not have
Joker's-
to knock the lad off, though."
Joker's just gonna shrug and then wink with his left eye, so his red eye's out.
And Seward literally turns his back to Bug and reaches down his arm to pick up Ambrose and pull him back onto stage. Does Ambrose let him do so?
Yeah, but I'm gonna grab it and try to like. Yeah, no, I'll just get back on the.
Don't let him pick you back up.
Alright.
I'm gonna run around on my turn and get up over here,
Mhm.
Oh!
and then I'm gonna punch Drogos.
Well, as he realizes Ambrose isn't staying with him, he just looks up at this massive shark man, just like, oh, shouldn't have slapped him.
Now, for
Um,
it.
he. And on that one, I am going to shove Drogos into Shadow. And he has to make a dexterity. Oh, what is it?
I think it's a dex save, isn't it?
He has to make a dexterity saving throw with a DC of 8 plus 2 plus 3, so
So 13?
13. Yeah.
How do I make a monster do a check?
Exclamation point MC and then the name of the monster and then the check.
So
Okay.
Jonas, do Dex dash DC 13.
Oh, like that's
And
wrong.
Ambrose, I got bloodied immediately. This is great.
Does it have to be on Seward's turn for me to make the check like that?
Probably.
Okay, so let me.
Yeah, if you know his modifier, you could just roll a d20.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
That might be easier.
All right, he makes it. So what was gonna happen to him if he failed?
I think
Drogo's ran into him.
Drogo still has to make a.
No, like if Seward had failed, would
Dex
he
save.
also be knocked back?
I have no idea. I'm pushing Drogo's into Shattuck, so whatever
I
you want to
definitely
decide.
will.
I think
Yeah,
I just
so
wanted to
Drogo's
undo it.
gets shoved 15 feet backwards from where I'm standing.
So Shattuck has trampled Bug or gone off the stage.
So
I have to get around
Or
it.
slammed into Shattuck and just
yeah,
like stop.
as you run around and unleash your fury on Drogo's bam, bam, bang. And the third one hits him in the stomach and knocks him like flying back into Seward. And Drogo's just hits Seward. Again, Seward does not move at all. And Drogo just plaps down onto the floor. And Seward turns to Ambrose and says, "Ah, you knock out me, partner. But you're next, young laddie." And he picks up Drogo's, dusts him off, and says, "Go take a seat. I got this one, laddie."
Yeah, you're hard carrying anyways. You're doing good.
Alright, do you get off the stage, Drogos? Alright. And then Seward turns to Bug. And he looks at Ambrose.
Don't let him get his hands around you.
And
His hands are bigger than my entire body!
as you were saying that, Seward, while looking at Ambrose, like, throws his hand out and grabs your face, Bug, and runs at Ambrose and grabs him too, and he's about to pile drive, like he jumps up and like turns upside down with both of you, and he's spinning pile drives you onto the stage. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, kind of like Zangief style, but
Yeah.
yeah, but just imagine that he's like you're all upside
In
down.
the
And
air.
his
Yeah.
hammerhead would hit the stage, and you both would hit that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like he's like diving into the stage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he moist? Like, is his skin wet, or is he like, is he slippery?
No.
Hey!
and as he comes down, his head, like Seward's head, hits the stage and makes a loud thong, and like you can feel the vibrations. Ambrose, he like this one you couldn't square him out of because he put a tighter grip on you, and by putting a tighter grip on you, his other arm wasn't as like tight, so Bug was able to squeeze out of it just in time and lands on the stage. Ambrose, your head gets pile drive straight into the stage. You feel like this hard, like, throbbing in your head. The next attack you make against him will be with disadvantage.
Oh, Ambrose! I like turn to Ambrose. It's Operation Sad Times. Bug proceeds to fall on the ground and start wailing. Yeah, my friend, he's hit the stage. He's like on the ground crying, just like rolling around, like, oh my god! Ambrose, I don't think he's okay. Oh no!
Seward is gonna like panically like look around at the other like crew members and looking at Barnacle Bar, and he's like rushing his like hand over for him to come and bring Ambrose a drink. And he's like reaches over and pats Bug on the head, and like Seward hugs you, Bug. Oh, I'm sorry, little lad. I didn't mean to hurt your friend. Don't.
Ambrose! Oh, you hit the stage! Oh no!
It's not Ambrose's turn.
So Ambrose gets advantage to anyone in 10 feet of me, but since he's getting disadvantage, he
It's
just hits
a normal.
normally.
It's a normal attack.
Oh no! Ah, Ambrose! Oh, you got hit! Oh no! Ah! Oh, it's So sad. Oh, what if he's hurt? Oh no, what if he loses some of his so much smartness? He's so smart. Oh.
My
Okay.
keyboard is completely lit up right now. I just want you to know. It's changing colors so much because you're screaming.
Oh no.
And Ambrose, as you see like Seward like on his knees wrapping his arms around Bug, he again, since his eyes are on the side looking, but also being able to look forward at the center, he's like a semicircle like cone of vision. As you throw your punch at him, again, he like leans more forward, like on his knees, and it just goes over his head, and he turns and looks at Ambrose and then to Bug, and he lets Bug go and pats him on the head. Your friend's alright, let's continue the match, shall we?
But Bug looks at him and still like crying, like, oh no, oh man, fight time, oh.
Next I'm going to hit him with a turn millstone.
See, that's the fifth one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that
And with that, Bug stops crying.
Oh, I forgot to do advantage too.
No, because you
No,
had
because you
disadvantage. Oh no, it was not.
because you were pile
Oh
drived.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's my next one, right?
Yeah, so you would have advantage on that one, but you already hit him already.
It doesn't matter.
And it appears we've won the match.
And with that last hit on Seward, it for once you hit him with such force that he like he's still standing but slides back a couple of feet, and he just kind of like brushes himself off, and he walks over and picks both of you up, and he just pats you both on the shoulders. I believe I've met me match. Let's hear it for what's your name, son?
Ambrose Jorgensen the Third.
And your name, little lad?
Bug-Fungus.
All right, laddies, let's hear it for Bug Fungus and Ambrose Jorgensen the Third. And everyone starts clapping for you guys.
I'm gonna shake his hand with both of my hands.
I'm gonna put my hands on top of Ambrose's hands and shake those.
Oh, but we aren't done yet. We still got one more match. And Seward turns around and looks at Brock. You wanna give it a go with old Shattuck?
Oh, I'm ready.
Alright, come up on stage, old sea dog. And
Brock, watch out, he's really big!
he calls you up on stage. The rest of you can go to the bar and take long rests.
Me too?
Yes.
Or,
Hey Ambrose, now that I've had this drink, I think I could cry again.
I really don't think the crying is helping.
A lot!
I'm not feeling very empowered by your crying, to be honest.
I am!
Alright.
Oh wait, yeah.
What is the drink DC? Because it is alcoholic, right?
It's like 10. It isn't a hard ale. It's mostly cider.
When it says what you have to save and when you do it.
Did I begin combat and you joined? So let me add Mr. Shattuck.
Oh, I thought I was fighting Barnacle Bart for some reason. I don't know why.
Fighting a clam.
I thought I was fighting the clam. I'm gonna die.
Why
You got 3.
you want to
Yep,
beat
3.
up the man with a stutter?
Rude.
Yeah, Zach, why would you ever beat someone with a stutter? That's fucked up.
There can only be
I
one.
know, right?
There can only be one.
I always imagine that the clam tongue is like sticking out, so if Brock punched the clam, he would like crush his tongue
Oh.
and his clam lips.
Alright, Brock, it's your turn.
Alright.
Your big debut on stage after winning your first match.
I'm gonna run up and try to Superman punch him.
Alright. You're not even gonna let him fist bump you. Got it.
Fist bump him with the Superman punch.
I got a yeah, that's what I was gonna do if he missed. Alright, and your punch comes flying in and just decks him like in the middle of his elongated head, and he stumbles back a little bit, and he like straightens himself up, and then he reaches like without even thinking, he just reaches his arm out to fist bump you after the fact, like not even phased. Alright, put it here, little man. You got your 1 point.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
That's fine. And as you go to fist bump him, he runs around you and suplexes you.
Now that's the thing he does when he picks you up. Watch out!
At this point, Seward's getting tired of like people not honoring the fist bumps, so like Seward's arm was out for you to fist bump him, and you ran in and Superman punched him. So when you go to fist bump with him, he quickly like turns and like jukes behind you, wraps his arms around your stomach, and tries to suplex you back.
Is the crowd like shout slam time?
Yes.
Bug will
Seward
join
slam.
in this time.
Seward slam.
Seward slam!
And as
Ambrose will join in
goes
as well.
back, your helmet that you're wearing, Brock, stops the impact. Like it's like, dink. And Seward's very confused because even his head hasn't hit the stage, and he like lets go and looks. You were upside down with your helmet spike implanted into the stage. And he
Is he like still like? Is he bouncing on it?
I wonder how his hat head personality feels.
And Seward reaches over and grabs Brock's like one of his legs and yanks the spike out of the floor and sits it back up. That didn't go how I planned. Better luck next time. He looks at you.
You'll have to hit harder than that next time, like this.
Portugal.
Just clocks him
Dugal is dead.
against the face, and he like turns his head to the side, and without even saying anything, he says, "Or like this," and he like as he's like turned away from you, he turns back and like tries to haymakers you. You people are in a slugfest right now.
Crit fail.
And from like the impact of like your fist against him, he tries to like one up you by saying, "Or like this," and like he swings his arm out, but you're so like small compared to how large he is that it whiffs over your head, and he's just looking down at you. Your next attack has advantage.
Yeah, as he is kind of still like bent over from that, I'm gonna like jump up, and I'm gonna like bring my like 2 hands together into one fist and just like bring it down.
Yeah, slam
on his
him.
head.
Come on,
Suplex him, Brock.
And you just clock him over the head so hard, and he wasn't expecting it because he like swung and he's looking for you, that the impact of his head makes him hit the floor. Like he just straight up hits the floor. This gigantic man just boom hits the floor, and he's like on his hands looking up at you. "Oh, you also got some fight in ya. Old Gravekeeper knows how to pick 'em, huh?" And as he's like getting up, he rears his head up like a bull and tries to hit you with like the top of his head.
He's going in for the headbutt.
And it misses. You were just evading every single thing that Seward tries to do. And as his head comes up, you sidestep him.
Question: do I still have my shield, or did I technically leave that?
You technically left that as it's deemed a weapon. Were you gonna shield
Okay.
bash the man?
I was.
He's
Yeah.
gonna take out your shield.
I'm just
How many
gonna
hits does he have?
counter.
1, 2,
like-
3.
like-
Okay, so this is, if you hit him, this will be your 4th hit on him.
Okay. Oh wait, I'll be back in like 10 seconds.
Okay, not don't worry about it.
Imagine we're just frozen in time, like mid-swing.
I love like Seward's like mentioned to be like a really good fighter, and he has such a hard time hitting people.
And he's hit Miss Brock so many times because he's like Brock's a quarter of the size.
It's really hard to hit Brock. Brock and Bug, they're the small ones. It's hard to hit them.
Ambrose was a little bit right. The bigger they are, the harder.
The easier they are to hit, if anything.
Yeah, the bigger they are, the harder their job is when trying to maintain eye contact with a short person.
I hit Ambrose once, and then as retaliation, I get bloodied immediately. It's pretty funny.
I mean, you did crit him. Like, you elbowed him in the back and knocked him off the stage. And then Amber's like, nah, we're running it back. Bap, bap, bap. Uh-oh. Oh, that was Killian.
It's hard to tell when they have the same name.
Just choke slamming the cat. So funny.
If Ambrose was bald.
He will be soon.
Yeah.
I'll make sure of it. He'll look like that picture. He'll look like that picture of Nostalgia Critic with no hair.
Brian,
What?
what the fuck?
It's from no. Never mind.
What is that?
It's death. It's like a deathmatch thing they do.
That
What?
I'm putting that
wrestling.
in Gourd Corner.
Don't put it in Gore Corner.
You should see the last thing in Gourd Corner, right? Besides that, the second to last thing.
Oh, I already saw it.
Why do we do that? Do you guys see my keyboard right now? Brian, like, start yelling.
Sorry about that. I'm back. Oh.
You see my keyboard? Do you see my keyboard?
I do see your keyboard.
This is what happens every time anyone talks.
Alright, you were gonna,
That's all I wanted to show.
You were gonna hit him,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, that's great.
So you said I like sidestepped.
Yeah, you sidestepped him.
So I like sidestep onto one leg, like my left leg,
Mm-hmm.
and then I just kind of step for him and punch.
Alright, go for it. And like that, you clock him, and you actually hit him. Like, that is literally what it's like. Is that gif? And you actually hit him so hard in the face, it knocks him off the stage, and you hear a loud thump as he hits the ground, and everyone in the crowd goes completely silent.
Bug would like to go check to make sure he's okay. Bug runs up to him.
And just there's dead silence. Everyone's just looking, and then after a second, Seward stands up, and he turns to Brock. Let's give it for what did you call yourselves?
We are
Brock,
the
Brock,
coalition of
Brock.
swell fellas.
Give it up for these
Hey,
swell
sucks.
fellas. Give it up for the swell fellas. And everyone's cheering for you in Barnacle Bar. Like, you can see his clam, the lid of it going up and down really fast. And he brings you all drinks. Drinks for everyone. And after everyone calming down, you all are sitting at the bar just drinking and have a good time with Mr. Shattuck and his crew. And after a couple of more minutes of everyone just, getting themselves together and merriment and whatnot, Seward asks you, so, you ready to start your work tomorrow, huh? Hope you get some good rest and drink some of this cider. We've got some nice beds upstairs for you.
Yes, well, if Hugh wanted us to work with you, I'm sure we'll be glad to help.
We seem like great fish.
Oh, thank you, lad. I'm glad to hear that. You are some nice, fine people, but, he looks at Brock. You got a thing against pirates, eh?
You could say that, yes.
Oh, but believe me, we changed. We only did that for a very short while till old Gravekeeper taught us what was right, and, we've been doing this for 40 years now. So, I mean, I hope it's not too hard feelings, my friend.
40! And then Bug starts to count in his hands. Wow!
Oh, yeah,
That's as many as 4 10s.
He is 4 10s, you're right!
yeah, we do fight night every other week. Oh, the people love it.
Can't confirm it's pretty fun.
Like
Even
10
though I got
fights!
Yeah. So I'll get back to doing what I do best. And he pats the people around him. Let's see who is sitting beside him. He pats Brock on the shoulder and Bug on the shoulder, and he gets up and he goes back onto stage. And do you guys go up to your rooms?
Well,
Yes.
let's see, guys. I hope everyone has a good night. This has been a wild day. Everyone okay?
yeah, I'm chilling.
Brock is just kind of looking at the ground, kind of unresponsive.
Brock, we've made all Shortkind proud. Brock, we did it. We beat the big man.
I guess we have, yes.
Brock, high five.
Oh, here you go.
Bug just gives him a high five.
Yeah.
Jervis is going to go up to Ambrose and say, "Hey, no hard feelings about that elbow, right?"
Absolutely not. Fair fight.
Yeah, after all, you did kind of almost knock me out, so say we traded.
It was. Say, you have anything for a headache? My head was kind of what do you abashed in.
Seeing us can't really do magic, don't really have a lot for that. Sorry to say.
Right.
Yeah, you can probably just sleep it off though.
Ambrose, I find human flesh is very good at curing headaches. Sadly, my heads have been taken away.
I was wondering if I could talk to you about that, because I just was. Never mind.
What's up? No, dude, we styled on him, epic style. Like we did it. We won the fight.
Well, if I'm ever to, I guess, regain my father's, trust, I do think I want to, someday show these, the coalition to him and
Yeah.
what we have accomplished, and it's rather uncivilized. And what if he heard stories of you eating flesh or having skulls of enemies defeated? Like,
Is your father a racist?
what
No,
is
he
an
the same thing,
ist?
too.
Does he not like kobolds? Because, that's a pretty normal thing, I think, for kobolds.
Yeah, back in our coast, they did that all the time.
I think he likes other races, kobolds not excluded.
How about this? I promise not to eat anyone in Port Ondo. Not a soul.
I can accept that, yes.
Unless you want me to, then I will.
Of course.
It's about this.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
It's about this time that like Bartholomew comes around and gives you all your victory drinks. I'm glad you had a good time. You're quite good fighters.
Why, thank you, Mr. Bart.
Oh, please call me Bartholomew.
Okay, Bartholomew.
Close enough. Your rooms are up stairs.
Just any room.
Oh yeah. Most of the folks here sleep down here. They actually like the tables for some reason.
Okay then. And then Brock is just gonna beeline it for the stairs and go to his room.
All right.
Which one of the rooms is the slimiest?
They're all the same, my little friend.
So they're all slimy?
No, very clean.
Oh, okay. it happens. Can't ask for everything. I guess I'm going to bed. What with a hardcore fight time and all.
Yeah.
I feel rather energized.
And as you all go up to your rooms, you step inside and see that it's weathered wood, like downstairs and everything like that. You can see that there's nice beds there that seem to be come from like the like deckhands quarters of like a normal ship. And there seems to be the tables, nice chairs and windows. It actually seems rather roomy, and it seems like it's regularly cleaned, so you won't have much problem getting some sleep here.
Is it one bed per room?
It's multiple. There's 2 beds in each room with like a nightstand in the middle. And as you all are like walking up the stairs, you can hear faintly downstairs Seward saying, "It's time for shanties," and you can faintly hear all the people downstairs like in unison doing shanties as you go to sleep.
I like shanties.
Bug races down back down the stairs.
All right. Does everyone else like go to sleep?
Brock is just
I
gonna just lay in his bed, just looking at the ceiling.
Alistar makes sure to lock his door beforehand.
All right, fair enough.
I'm gonna buddy up with Bug.
All right. Luke, are you still here?
I'm here, yeah.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that everyone's here.
Mhm.
So, Bug, you're downstairs, correct?
I am singing. I'm not singing. I'm like strumming along a little bit with the shanties Bug tends to know some shanties, as he's not a good singer, which is why when people can't sing, he likes to be able to play along with them. So he
I
knows quite a few
gotcha.
shanties.
All right, that makes things very interesting. I was not planning for someone to be awake for this, and now I'm just gonna ad lib what you see, Bug. during during the nighttime, it is very, very late. It like looking out the windows inside, you can see that is late and the stars are out and everything like that. And it's been about 2 to 3 hours of shanty singing, and you're all just having a good time, just drinking and doing merriment. And after a couple of minutes into like the 5th hour, as you're all things are starting to die down, um, you can faintly hear outside, and you hear a faint ah, and then silence, and then more.
Hey, shanty.
Is everyone still singing shanties?
Yeah, everyone's still singing shanties, but now it's starting to like everyone's starting to like be quiet and listen, and outside you still hear more, and then a final.
I'm gonna sprint outside.
You are asleep.
Everyone else is asleep.
Everyone
I
is
don't-
Has this woken anyone up?
everyone is asleep except for Bug, and
Uh.
I'll move everyone here really quickly. Bug, to
It's
you,
sky.
you look towards the door, and you can
Mhm.
see just a little bit underneath the door. And as that last goes, you just see a tentacle hit the floor, and then suddenly, the door is kicked open, and in front of you are 8 hooded figures. They all walk in, swords drawn, but they're weird looking. It's almost as if they're broken but still functional, as most of them have red blood all over the blades. And as they walk in, everyone's facial expressions change from like merriment to absolute horror. Everyone is staring
Bug's gonna
at
assume Squid Man is dead.
the 8 figures, and everyone just like looks about the room at each other. Seward, knowing how Alfred runs things outside, his face like it drains of all color as he looks at you, and he turns and looks at the door. And the 8 figures take off their hoods, and in front of you you see 8 skeletons. Their bones,
Skeleton!
their bones black as night, and their swords all drawn at you, just menacingly clacking at you. And without hesitation, they all run across the room. Everyone at their tables quickly just tries and fight them off. You run towards the steps, trying to warn the others. And
Can Bug is gonna take off the ring and like point up the stairs and just start spinning as he goes up the stairs, start like fire hosing with his arm, just screaming, trying to wake everyone up.
And as you go up, that is where the first episode will end of Your Own Worst Enemy.
Shit.
Sick. That's a sick name.
Oh man!
Oh, shit. Really should have fought more to keep that sword with me.
All right, I will deal XP out to those who fought.
My heads! No!
Okay, so
Bug's getting a shiny new black skull.
So each brawler was worth 100 experience. So Brock, you beat 1. Drogo's, you. Let's see. Hold on.
Hell, I helped against Ambrose. I did
Here,
something.
I'm thinking about who actually fought like merfolk.
Me and Ambrose.
Ambrose and Bug. You 3 get 100 XP for those. Drogo's, you hit Ambrose, and you would also get 100 XP.
Okay.
Let's see. Those
Wait, per merfolk or just?
Yes, per merfolk.
100.
For those who fought Mr. Shattuck, he was worth 450 XP, but I'm gonna break that in half because most of the people that fought Seward had already gotten experience from the brawlers. So those who fought Seward, you get 200 XP on top of what you would have had if you fought any of the other merfolk.
So Brian, we killed. Well,
Yeah.
we got 1 merfolk or 2.
Yeah, each of us got 1, and then we helped with Shattuck. So I'm gonna say, do we want to split up the 200 between the two of us, and like?
Let's go 300 around the board for everyone.
All right.
If you were in a fight, this session you get 300 experience. All right, are you guys on the waiting room tab?
Indeed.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
And I will take the time now to, since I didn't do it at the beginning, because I'm just now remembering, I'll do what I usually do at the end of Brian's section, the one that we just finished, All's Fair in Love and Warm. The XP values is Balazar is in like the highest spot with 3,948. I feel like I'm losing my voice. It probably sounds bad right now. He was right behind it with 3,828. Behind Humorous is Brock with 3,375, which is now 3,675. Ambrose is at, as the page is loading, 3,080. Now up to 3,380. Behind him is Drogo's with, if the page will load.
I had 2,910. Now I have 3,210.
Behind Drogo's is Diller Hernandez with 1,605, and behind him is Bug Vungust with.
I actually have more now because of the fight.
Okay,
1,673.
And it was 1,373 before that. All right.
Indubitably.
And we will pick up with the events that you just saw at the next time. When do we want to do the next session? Do we want to do it tomorrow since we weren't able to get to where I wanted us to get to today, or do we want to wait for another week, or what are you guys good for?
I can do tomorrow if you need to get to a good place, but I don't know about everyone else.
I can do
Also do tomorrow.
Is there anyone who has
Lucas,
problems with tomorrow around the same time?
I don't.
It
As
doesn't
long as
sound
it
like
doesn't go on for like the whole day, yeah, sure.
All right, yeah, about this same time tomorrow. So